Okay guys, this is Adri here and I'm here with another little video game review. I got a review copy of Plumber Survivors through Keymailer. Plumber Survivors is not out yet. No idea what's going to be priced at. But Plumber Survivors is kind of like a parody game of Vampire Survivors. So, like the image shows, you can kind of see it. My tail's in the way, but you know, the plumber has magic. And so the plumber is fighting skeletons. So that's why in the game you are fighting skeletons and stuff, because they're trying to parody instead of being like, oh, I'm a vampire hunter fighting undead. I'm your local handyman fighting undead. Um, it's kind of weird. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's kind of weird. I'd almost rather have more like a theme going on with the plumber survivors and have them fight in like, I don't know, poop monsters or something like that. But considering it's a parody of Vampire Survivors, I kind of get why they did what they did. You got heroes, you got plumber, fireman, builder, wizard, ninja. Plumber, fireman, builder kind of makes sense. I can see that because it's supposed to be a plumber and his friends, right? That totally makes sense in my mind. I think the wizard and the ninja probably should be replaced with something else, like maybe like an electrician or like maybe a painter. Go more with like the handyman theme. Stick with your theming. Another thing I noticed is like the skills have icons that don't really match. These may be free Unity assets. I don't know. But the attack is plunger strike. I would rather have like a plunger there than the sword. So, and then like down here, wrench. That's not a wrench, it's a crowbar. I don't know if there's a plan to replace these icons with things that kind of fit better, but that would be my recommendation. Heck, I would rather just see like a realistic photo you take like of a real wrench and put there rather than this, because it would be better. Also, other thing to note, I unlocked the fireman, but he had like a little Discord thing below him instead of money. So you can click on that and it will launch Discord and ask you to join. You don't actually have to join to unlock the fireman. So I do like that. I have mixed feelings on whether you should be asking people to join your Discord in your game. I don't know. I would love to hear someone else's thoughts on that. I'm kind of mixed. And then you have your perks. Again, these have like assets that I guess make sense. But I would like to see them more like handyman themed, maybe. And some of them don't make sense. Like this icon is wide swing area mod, so it makes your attacks bigger, the area of attack bigger. It doesn't really fit from my perspective. I would think more like better accuracy, better precision, something like that. So those are some like initial things just I noticed pretty early on. There are 3 areas, 4 different like levels that you can pick and some extra stuff you can add. So that's good. Let's get in. So the plunger strike, even though it had a sword, it is actually a plunger in the game. I do like that. It's the same thing with the wrench. If you unlock the wrench, it actually does show a wrench. So I do like that. The game moves very fluidly. I'm playing on gamepad. I have not played on mouse and keyboard because I absolutely refuse to play any Survivor game on a mouse and keyboard ever again. So it feels very smoothly. I've also played this on my Steam Deck. It plays very well on that. Let's do a toilet flyby. So I like the theming of the attacks. I like how the attacks are animated.
After I'm done with you, your own mama will disown your filthy face.
I do like the little stuff that the characters say as you're fighting and going on. Oh yeah, there's a dash. So I do like the dash. I always like it when my Survivor games add a dash. It's a parody of Vampire Survivors, so I guess it kind of makes sense from a parody perspective that we're hidden skeletons. So whatever.
I went into these sewers looking for a princess, and all I found were lizards.
Okay. That's quite funny. So I do like that the characters say something that's kind of different. I don't think I've seen I've played too many Survivor games where like the characters actually speak. That's kind of nice. That's kind of fun. Is that really important? No. A whirlpool. So the gameplay is nice. It is fun to play. I do like how the abilities are animated.
There are two pipes in the
It gets
basement.
it gets increasingly difficult.
Labels.
You know, just like all the other Survivor games. I don't feel like I do kind of like at least this floor. I don't feel like I'm getting trapped. I've played some Survivor games where like you get trapped by obstacles. I know that's part of the difficulty, but I always kind of hate those floors. So, yeah.
Your morning starts with coffee. Mine starts
Is it the
with a
most
toilet.
engaging? No, but let's be honest, guys. Like Survivor games aren't really like super engaging. These are games that you play to kind of like turn your mind off, at least in the beginning, and then later on, it's like, oh crap, about to die. Now, I do question how much they're going to charge for this game. I have no idea. I don't know when it's going to release exactly. If, you know, does this game do enough different to
There are two
like
pipes in the basement.
really
Same
stand
color,
out in this
different
oversaturated
labels.
genre?
One is red.
Personally, I
another's
don't think so. I think they would have stood out a little bit more if they were doing more of like somehow doing like plumber related monsters rather than just doing like a parody of Vampire Survivors. And also it goes back to like their theming, right? I think they would stand out a little bit more if they were going into their theming more. So like, you know, again, like replace the wizard with electrician. So, you know, like some wizards have electricity abilities, do an electrician that can do magic. I don't know.
plunger is huge indeed.
Is it well put together? Yes, but it has a lot of competition. There's like a lot of really super solid Survivor style games that are out. You have Vampire Survivors, which is kind of like, you know, kind of like the first one that really super duper blew up, right? And then you have Powerful Capybaras, you have the Deep Rock Galactic Survivors, you have Gotcha Fever, which I really like. You have Hollow Cure. Hollow Cure is free and has a crap ton of characters. And then, you know, Vampire Survivors has a bajillion characters. So the fact that this game only has like 5 characters, yeah, 5, I can count, is not necessarily doing it a favor. So if it releases as free, yeah, go for it. Pick it up, give it a try. You know, I give a lot of grace to free games because like the thing you lose is your time. But you're not really losing money.
Your own mama will disown your filthy face.
If you have played through all of the other Survivor style games that you really want to play and you just want to get another one, I do think this is fun to play. It's just not doing anything that different, and the theming doesn't really make it stand out that much, is my opinion. So, would I recommend this game to someone as their first Survivor game? No, probably not. There's just much better Survivor games that are currently already out, and a lot of them are either free or, you know, pretty cheaply priced. So again, now that opinion may change when I see when it releases and see what it's priced as. I do know, you know, if it goes above $5, you know, the competition is just too high in this genre. Like you can't really go above $5 and expect to really like really stand out unless like you're doing something really different. Like for example, Deep Rock Galactic Survivors, I believe is, I don't know if it's up to 10. I think it might be like 7 or 8. But you know, it adds a lot of differences to the combat with the mining aspects to the Survivor genre. So there's just a lot of competition in this genre. But I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. If you would consider picking up this game, please let me know based on what you've seen. If not, please let me know. But unfortunately, from my perspective, this game is kind of a no. Unless you've played through like almost all the other Survivor games that are really good and you just really want something to play. It's up to you. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it. And I will say one thing. I always hate having to say like I'm not a super big fan of a game. I have like played a lot of games and I like them. And especially because like I've got a review copy of this game. I got it for free. I feel bad saying that I'm not a huge fan and I don't necessarily recommend it. But, you know, I'm not going to tell you guys to play or buy a game that I wouldn't pay for myself. And I wouldn't pay for this game. So that's it. Sorry to end on kind of a downer. It is what it is. But thank you for watching and have a great day and bye-bye.